What's up guys, welcome to the Chess Giant. This is Solomon Ordell, and in today's video I'm going to be showing y'all a not very well known opening trap that can help you get a winning position against the Scandinavian Defense in only 7 moves. It has a 63% win rate once move 6 is reached, so it's highly effective. And here as white, we start off with e4 and we now face the Scandinavian Defense. Now going into the main option of taking on d5 and then playing knight c3. Every once in a while you may see a move like queen d6 or queen d8 back in the day. Sometimes black will go for the Patzer variation with queen e5 check, but here guys, the best move for black, and it's not even close, is queen a5. This is the option that we see a ton at the master and grandmaster level, and here we're actually going to mix things up. We're going to play this crazy looking move b4, attacking this queen on a5. We obviously didn't have any minor or major pieces that can attack the queen, but here we're playing b4 and trying to break this game open. Now after queen takes b4, the opening trap that we're covering today follows the move of knight b5, attacking this pawn on c7. But just to mention it, we also have this option of rook b1, very playable, really kicking this queen around. In fact, after queen d6, the computer evaluation does not have an edge for black, a very small advantage for white in that position. We're then just going to continue with natural developmental chess. We're going to have 3 pieces developed. This rook attacking the pawn on b7 with this bishop being a prisoner. It's not winning by any means, but it is very playable and it gets your pieces out extremely quickly. And that's if black plays the best move of queen d6. Black actually has to be pretty careful here. If a move like queen a5, we can now play rook b5, kicking this queen back to a6, and again, continued development. We have 2 minor pieces out. This major rook on b5, very rare to see this early on in the game, and a bishop aimed directly at the opponent's queen. I would personally take white here any day of the week. But as mentioned, y'all, today's video does not cover this move of rook b1, but instead this option of knight b5, currently threatening to capture on c7. And if you look on the online databases, the most popular option here for black is this move queen a5. Knight a6 is also playable, defending that pawn. And if a move like queen c5, we can start kicking that queen around with a move like d4. So here you're usually just going to see the queen go back to a5 going, look, okay, I got a pawn. I'm just going to go straight back, and we have all of our bases covered. And here we're going to play this somewhat strange looking move of bishop c4. What on earth is white trying to do here? It seems as if white is just kind of moving their pieces around like crazy, trying to go for cheap and easy threats. And here black needs to play a move such as e6 or knight f6. Knight c6 also works as well. We're going to cover why in just a moment. But if you look on online databases, if you go on Lichess, the most popular option here for black, and it's not even close, is this move c6. And if you do see this move of c6 against bishop c4, white now simply has a completely won game after bishop takes f7 with check. We're going to be covering the move of king d8, but let's first cover what happens if king takes f7 is played. Well, now black is really in trouble because of this move queen h5, attacking the queen. And notice that this queen has indirect vision on the queen on a5, and this is very important. First off, I mean, if black wants to play a move here like king f6, okay, we're just going to play bishop b2 with check, attacking the king yet again. And sure, black is technically ahead some material, but they have a king on f6, and black is in big trouble there. If a move here like king e6, we now see the point of queen h5, not just checking the king, but really trying to win this queen on a5, because we can now play knight d4 with check. Don't play knight c7 because you'd simply lose your knight. But here we're going to centralize our minor piece, attack the king, and the very next move, we pick off this queen, and this position is beyond resignable for black. So if a move like king f6, we have bishop b2 with check, and if a move like king e6, we have knight d4. Against this move of g6, this is actually black's best option because they do win our knight, because we have to play this move of knight d6 check, giving up a minor piece. But even then, guys, okay, we take this queen, and sure, black does have 2 minor pieces over us, but we have a queen on a5, and it goes without saying that white is simply crushing this. Not to mention, I mean, very easy developmental and attacking chess. Rook b1 on the way, attacking b7, we have bishop b2 pouncing down on the rook on h8, as well as a move like knight f3, eyeing knight g5 check ideas. Black might as well just throw in the towel right now. All that to say, guys, if king takes f7 is played, we have queen h5 with check, and that whole idea of knight d6 check or knight d4 check is absolutely crushing, as we're simply going to win this queen on a5. So here it's really in black's best interest to play the move of king d8, and surprisingly this move isn't seen too much on online chess. I mean, most of the time black just takes this bishop, and it's understandable. I mean, this idea of queen h5 check and then simply just giving up a knight on d6 is very hard to find. But if you do see this move of king d8, okay, let's just drop our knight back to c3. We're now going to continue with a move like bishop b3, continue to naturally develop our pieces. Our king's going to be castled and protected, and this black king on d8 is very vulnerable to attack, over a +1 advantage for white here. So y'all, going back to this original position, if you see a move like c6 or a6 or bishop d7, this bishop takes f7 idea is absolutely crushing. Because of this, it's really in black's best interest just to play a move like knight f6. e6 works as well, and the reason that knight f6 works is because bishop takes f7 and queen h5 check is no longer an option, because obviously this knight defends that square. In this case, we're just going to continue now with a move like knight f3, and if black wants to kick her knight around, okay, we'll centralize it. And here, I'm not going to lie, black does have the better game over a -1 advantage for black in this position, but black still has to be somewhat careful. I mean, we do have 3 pretty active minor pieces around the center of the board. Here, if we see a move like c5, we'll play knight b3 and attack this queen. We're going to continue to develop our pieces. This bishop b2 move is probably something that we're going to see in the near future, really fighting for those central squares. And notice here, if black continues the move like e5, I mean, when I was first analyzing this line, I was going, gosh, I mean, this move e5 really does seem dangerous. But here we just play this move knight b3, and all of a sudden, this queen cannot defend the pawn on e5. So here the queen's going to have to run away to a square like a4 or b6, in which case, okay, we're going to take the pawn, attacking the pawn on f7 with both our knight on e5 and our light squared bishop. And black, as seen, can still fall into trouble pretty quickly here if they're not careful. Thanks for watching today's video. If you'd like to learn more on the check perk defense, click that video to the left. If you'd like to see an opening trap, which I actually discovered in one of the main lines in the Grand Prix attack, click that video to the right. Leave a comment down below to let me know what other videos you'd like to see covered on this channel. And as always, I appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching. Peace.